Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about ketone bodies, its synthesis and utilization. So there are three main ketone bodies. These are acetone, acetoacetate and beta hydroxy butyrate. Acetone, acetoacetate and beta hydroxy butyrate. This acetone is CH3 C double bond O CH3. Acetoacetate is CH3 C double bond O CH2 COOH. Beta hydroxy butyrate is CH3 CHOH CH2 COOH. In these ketone bodies, this acetone and acetoacetate, these are known as true ketone bodies because these two contains ketone groups. But in the case of this beta hydroxy butyrate, it is hydroxyl group. So this acetone and acetoacetate, these are known as true ketone bodies. Then this acetoacetate, from acetoacetate, this acetone and beta hydroxy butyrate are formed. So this acetoacetate is known as primary ketone body. Acetoacetate, it is known as primary ketone body. And this acetone and beta hydroxy butyrate, these are known as secondary ketone bodies. So primary and secondary ketone bodies. This normal concentration of these ketone bodies in blood is less than 1 mg per dl. This is the normal concentration, less than 1 mg per dl. So a rise of these ketone bodies in blood above the normal level, that is 1 mg per dl, it is known as ketonemia. Ketonemia, that is rise of these ketone bodies in blood above the normal level, that is known as ketonemia. When the blood level of ketone bodies rises above the renal threshold, they are excreted in urine. This is known as ketonuria. When the blood level of ketone bodies rises above the renal threshold, they are excreted in urine, that is known as ketonuria. Then accumulation of this abnormal amount of ketone bodies in tissues and body fluids, that is known as ketosis. Ketosis means accumulation of abnormal amount of ketone bodies in tissues and body fluids. It is known as ketosis. Let's see the common causes of this ketosis. This involve starvation, then uncontrolled diabetes mellitus, then in some types of alkalosis, then during high fat feeding, then comes after severe exercise, then injection of anterior pituitary extract. Anterior pituitary extract. So these are the common causes of this ketosis. Then coming to the cytoformation of these ketone bodies, liver is the only organ which produces ketone bodies and is added to the blood. Then extrahepatic tissues can take up these ketone bodies from the blood, circulating blood, extrahepatic tissues. So liver is the only organ that is where the ketone bodies are formed and it is added to the blood. From blood, these extrahepatic tissues can pick up these ketone bodies. So let's see the ketone body formation in liver, that is known as ketogenesis. Ketone body formation is known as ketogenesis. That is in mitochondria. So coming to the steps in the synthesis of these ketone bodies, acetoacetyl CoA, that is the starting material for this ketogenesis. Acetoacetyl CoA. This is the starting material for ketogenesis. This acetoacetyl CoA, it is produced by condensation of two molecules of acetyl CoA. So acetyl CoA two molecules of this acetyl-CoA condenses. Here the enzyme is thiolase and it forms acetyl-CoA. Condenses to form acetyl-CoA. Then second step is, this is the first step. The second step is formation of acetoacetate from this acetoacetyl-CoA. From acetoacetyl-CoA, acetoacetate, it is formed. This is the second step. So this can be in two ways. First way is by deacylation. Deacylation. Here acetoacetyl-CoA by the enzyme acetoacetyl-CoA deacylase, it is converted to acetoacetate. But this is not the major pathway. From the acetoacetyl-CoA by enzyme acetoacetyl-CoA deacylase, acetoacetate is formed. But this is not the major pathway. So coming to the second pathway, that is the major pathway. Here it is a formation of acetoacetate through the production of HMG-CoA. Production of HMG-CoA. HMG-CoA means beta-hydroxy beta-methyl glutaryl-CoA. Beta-hydroxy beta-methyl glutaryl-CoA, that is HMG-CoA. Hydroxy methyl glutaryl-CoA, HMG-CoA. So this is the major pathway of ketone body formation. This involves two steps. First step is condensation of this acetyl-CoA with another molecule of acetate. This condensation of this acetoacetyl-CoA with another molecule of acetyl-CoA. With another molecule of acetyl-CoA by the enzyme HMG-CoA synthase. HMG-CoA synthase. This enzyme is mitochondrial enzyme. So condensation of this acetoacetyl-CoA with one molecule of acetyl-CoA and it forms HMG-CoA. This by the enzyme HMG-CoA synthase. This is the regulatory enzyme in this pathway. HMG-CoA synthase. So coming to the next step, this HMG-CoA is then converted to one molecule of acetoacetate and one molecule of acetyl-CoA. HMG-CoA is converted to one molecule of acetoacetate and one molecule of acetyl-CoA by the enzyme HMG-CoA lyase. HMG-CoA lyase. Here one molecule of water is added and it forms HMG-CoA. By the enzyme HMG-CoA lyase, this HMG-CoA is converted to one molecule of acetoacetate and one molecule of acetyl-CoA. Both these enzymes HMG-CoA synthase and HMG-CoA lyase, these are present in liver mitochondria. These are present in liver mitochondria. Next step is formation of acetone. So we got this acetoacetate. From this acetoacetate, the rest of the two ketone bodies are formed. That is acetone and beta hydroxybutyrate. That's why it is known as, this acetoacetate is known as primary ketone body. Primary ketone body. So from this acetoacetate, by spontaneous decarboxylation, this acetone is formed. By spontaneous decarboxylation, acetone is formed. So here acetoacetate plus acetyl-CoA, then from acetoacetate acetoacetate by spontaneous decarboxylation. This is a non-enzymatic process. Acetone is formed. Then by the enzyme beta hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase, this beta hydroxybutyrate is formed. Beta hydroxybutyrate is formed. So this is the synthesis of these ketone bodies. Acetoacetate, that is a primary ketone body, because this acetone and beta hydroxybutyrate, these are synthesized from this acetoacetate. So it is known as primary ketone bodies, and this acetone and the beta hydroxybutyrate is known as, these are known as the secondary ketone bodies. So that is the formation of this ketone bodies. So this ketogenesis, it is increased in uncontrolled diabetes mellitus and in starvation. Uncontrolled diabetes mellitus and in starvation. Then this acetone and acetoacetate, these are detected in urine by Rothera's test. Then this beta hydroxybutyrate is not detected by this Rothera's test. It is detected by modified Rothera's test. So that is about the synthesis of these ketone bodies. Coming to the utilization of these ketone bodies, it is known as ketolysis. Ketolysis. These ketone bodies are utilized by extrahepatic tissues as fuels. These are utilized by extrahepatic tissues as fuel. Coming to the first step, activation of this acetoacetate. Activation of acetoacetate, that is the primary ketone body. Two reactions takes place in extrahepatic tissues which activate this acetoacetate, and it forms acetoacetyl-CoA. Acetoacetate to acetoacetyl-CoA. This acetoacetyl-CoA, it is the activated acetoacetate. So there are two reactions. First reaction is this acetoacetate reacts with one molecule of succinyl-CoA. React with one molecule of succinyl-CoA, and it forms acetyl-CoA, acetoacetyl-CoA and succinyl. Acetyl-CoA and succinyl by the enzyme CoA transferase or thiophorase. Thiophorase or CoA transferase. So in this reaction, acetoacetate reacts with one molecule of succinyl-CoA. The succinyl-CoA is the intermediate of TCA cycle. Then this reaction takes place by the enzyme, catalyzed by the enzyme thiophorase, otherwise known as CoA transferase. This enzyme transfers this CoA to acetoacetate, and it forms acetoacetyl-CoA and succinyl. This is the first mechanism of activation of acetoacetate. In the second mechanism, this activation of acetoacetate with ATP and CoA-SH. Acetoacetate with ATP, that is ATP, AMP plus PPI and CoA-SH. Activation of this acetoacetate with ATP and CoA-SH by the enzyme acetoacetyl-CoA synthase. Acetoacetyl-CoA synthase, and it forms acetoacetyl-CoA. These are the two mechanisms of this activation of acetoacetate. So coming to the fate of this beta hydroxybutyrate. Fate of beta hydroxybutyrate. This beta hydroxybutyrate is activated directly in extrahepatic tissues by a synthase enzyme, and it forms beta hydroxybutyryl-CoA. And this beta hydroxybutyryl-CoA which can reform acetoacetyl-CoA. So beta hydroxybutyrate by the enzyme synthase, it forms beta hydroxybutyryl-CoA. This can be converted to acetoacetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA. So here this is not the major pathway. Here this beta hydroxybutyrate by the enzyme synthase, beta hydroxybutyrate synthase, it can be converted to beta hydroxybutyryl-CoA. This beta hydroxybutyryl-CoA then reform acetoacetyl-CoA. This is not the major pathway. In the major pathway, this beta hydroxybutyrate beta hydroxybutyrate, it can be converted back to acetoacetate. It can be converted back to acetoacetate by the enzyme beta hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase, because this reaction is reversible. Beta hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase, because this reaction is reversible, this beta hydroxybutyrate can be converted to acetoacetate, acetoacetate can be converted to beta hydroxybutyrate. Then this acetoacetate can be activated to acetoacetyl CoA. Acetoacetyl CoA. This is the major pathway. Then this acetoacetyl CoA is then split to acetyl CoA by thiolase. And it is oxidized in this acetyl CoA, it is oxidized in the TCA cycle. This is the fate of beta hydroxybutyrate. Then coming to the fate of this acetone, this acetone is difficult to oxidize in vivo because this acetone is volatile substance and it is exhaled through the lung. It is not metabolized in the body. In this reaction, this acetone is converted back to acetoacetate. Acetone is converted back to acetoacetate. This is one possibility. Then another is excess acetone can be breathed out and also excreted in urine. So in breath and in urine, this gives a fruity smell. Fruity smell in breath and in urine. Excess acetone can be breathed out and also excreted in urine. This gives a fruity smell in breath and in urine. That is another possibility. Then another possible pathway is propanediol pathway. Propanediol pathway. Here this acetone, it is converted first to acetol. Acetone is converted to acetol. Then acetol is converted to acetol phosphate. Converted to acetol phosphate. Acetone, it is first converted to acetol. This acetol is converted to acetol phosphate. Then this acetol phosphate can be converted to 1,2-propanediol phosphate. 1,2-propanediol phosphate. This 1,2-propanediol phosphate can either be converted to lactic acid or can converted to acetic acid plus formic acid. Then from this lactic acid, pyruvate is formed. So it is glucogenic. So this pathway is glucogenic. So this is about the utilization of ketone bodies. So this is today's topic. Thank you for watching.